Government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.
Warning. The following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Welcome back, officially on the air. It's your boy Cujo, my man Jules, the Buzz podcast. I feel like it's been forever, dude. Ever since that fucking actually, we're just talking about it. Ever since that Super Bowl loss, I just can't fucking find myself, can't put myself together and fucking do something.
That's an ass whooping. I don't know about it.
No, that shit was a straight murder.
Yeah,
that shit was a fucking murder, dude. They gotta put a fucking a hit out on these guys, dude. That's just a straight murder.
They needed that. They deserved that shit, man. They
just hating.
Yeah, I am a hater. I'm a hater.
Yeah, you are. So as you guys can see this week, with we're actually I'm gonna try to push this from last week, but schedules and all that shit, and I'm still soaking. We're able to bring in two of El Paso's. I guess one's more established, one's establishing herself. The owner, operator, CEO of Champs Training Camp, right?
Champ Camp Training
Camp. There you go, Mr. Jackie Hout, and we got 1-0 professional boxer, goes by the name of Poison Ivy Enriquez. Guys, appreciate y'all coming through. How's life treating you guys?
It's been great. It's been good. Fun times. Busy.
Fun. Yes,
busy.
We've been talking.
It's
been
boxing
busy.
season, huh?
It's about time.
Fighting season in general.
Yeah. Ivy, what about you? What's going on, Mom?
I've been good, focusing on school, boxing, so.
Okay, so you're still in school?
She's in high school.
Yes, I'm a senior in high school.
You're a senior, but you're officially a professional, though, right?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
So are your teachers intimidated by you? Like, if they raise their voice, do you raise your hand and be like, no, motherfucker?
I think it was a D.
Yeah.
Maybe secretly they are, but.
Yeah.
Need to round that shit up.
So at school, what people do? How many? I'm assuming everybody knows who you are. Then, as far as a boxer.
Yeah, there's a couple people that already know who I am,
Yeah.
just because I promoted my fight at school a lot. So.
Okay, yeah, because I know we caught
celebrity at school, huh?
Yeah, because I know I caught your eye on what was it, FitFam? I think you popped up on, and I know Jackie was posting you, and we started seeing your name around. So I was like, damn, all right. And then, like I was saying, because I know we had Kayla on, and she was hella young, but I think she wasn't in school. I think when she came on already.
No.
Yeah, she was already done with.
Yeah, she was already done.
Yeah,
she
so now it's
19 or something.
Yeah, she was 19.
So it's kind of crazy that damn, being in school, like as a boxer, are guys afraid to hit on you, or? So I mean, I'd be a little bit intimidated if I know my girl could whoop my ass.
There's no room for error there, bro.
Yeah, like I can't really raise my voice, but what I mean.
I can't raise
with these guys nowadays, I mean, they're a little bit fishier too. But I mean, how is it being a professional athlete in school? What's that like?
Well, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard waking up early and then right after running, going to school, and then straight out of school, I go straight to practice.
Damn.
And then it repeats every day. So, and I still have homework and study for tests.
And how long you been doing that for? Like that
routine?
That routine, yeah.
Well, I probably started running in the mornings maybe like 3 years ago.
More.
So yeah, when I started going to nationals, when I made the junior team, youth team, that's when it got really serious.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what does a typical day look like for you? Like, say if you're getting ready for a fight, what is that cap? What is it? 6 weeks you guys do generally before a fight, or how long out before a fight do you do?
Yeah. Well, like for my last fight, it was, I think we knew like a little bit more than a month in advance.
Okay.
Of my fight, and well, straight after nationals.
Okay.
That's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna make my professional debut.
Okay. So what's a typical day look like for training for that when you really got to take this like super serious?
Yeah, well, probably wake up at 5 in the morning, and then I would do my runs, do my abs,
Mm-hmm.
and then and then after that I'd have school at around 8:30,
Yeah.
and then I don't get out till like 4:30,
Okay.
and then I rest for a little bit, eat before practice, and then at 5:30 I start training, and
Damn.
practice doesn't probably end around like 8.
Jeez.
Yeah,
And
sometimes later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
later.
So when the hell
especially
do-
with Spire. So.
When do you have time to do your homework?
Sometimes I'll have to stay up and
Sometimes
do
they
it.
don't.
Man, just bully somebody. They'll do it for you.
Yeah.
And that's when the teacher gets scared.
Right. That's when
Yeah.
the teacher gets that warning.
You know I got a 90, right? No, it's 100, bitch.
Dude, that is, and that's what, 7 days out of the week? Is that how many days out of the week?
Yeah,
is
that's
that?
6 days out of the week.
Yeah, so you rest
Yeah.
what, Sunday?
Yeah,
So
Sundays I
that's
rest.
God's day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, chill out.
Yeah, no, we're heavy atheists, so yeah, there's no such thing as God's day. That's football day. That's football Sunday. That's what that is. And then there's nothing in between.
That's hangover day for me.
That's hangover.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
unfortunately. So Jack, what caught your eye? Like, when did you start hearing about Poison? Like, when did you start hearing her name?
When she first came, I think the first time I ever met Ivy when she came to the gym to spar Kayla, as a matter of fact, right? Yeah.
Yeah, how long ago was that now?
Right after we opened the gym. So probably about 4 years ago?
Damn.
Right? Sounds about
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
about
you-
4 years ago.
So you guys been sparring for that for?
She's been coming to she comes to our gym. We've always said she's like a sister gym because she trains outside of her house with her dad. Her dad's her head
Okay.
coach. So we've always said they're kind of like a sister gym.
Yeah.
Would you say that, Sergio? Sergio's off.
Yeah,
camera.
Sergio's off camera, little fucking dogging the fuck out of everybody. Yeah, smile, motherfucker! Ain't that bad? She's right here. Ain't nothing gonna happen to her.
She's good, man. She's good.
Jackie's got her. Jackie's
yeah,
got her.
yeah. So she's been coming. She spars all of our guys and
Yeah.
girls. Like she spars Kayla. She was one of Kayla's main sparring partners for a very long time. And then now she spars all of our guys too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Whoop their ass, huh? Yeah,
I've seen her beat on some boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Do you ever worry about putting her with somebody that she can't handle? Like, say, if she gonna fight a guy that has some power and weight under him, do you ever worry about putting her up against somebody that might actually do some damage to her, or is it just
you did not just put her in?
or you just got to learn with the lumps?
I would say she probably learns with the lumps.
Yeah. I mean,
No, I mean,
Throw her in.
yeah. At the same time too, though, like she's been fighting since she was like 8.
right.
So she's been around fighting
Yeah.
and sparring guys and girls for years. So she's a monster. Like
Yeah.
if you ever see her spar, like I not just me, I'm pretty sure her dad could attest to it too. Like she's a monster. She really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many guys have you knocked out so far? Just
Guys?
rough number, just rough estimate, just for those guys that are looking right now that are having bad thoughts. Like, how many fucking guys have you fucking put on their ass?
There's been a couple that I've
Damn.
put it on them, but yeah, it's because I'm so used to sparring guys, so
Yeah.
like I don't know. I guess whenever it comes to sparring a girl, like the punches or the power doesn't phase me as
Right.
much. But
Yeah, because you're used to the heavier hand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, that'd be tough though. Me being a girl dad, it's like, man, someone's hitting. I don't know if I could.
I
I'd be
can't.
like, tag me in. I don't know. I don't know if I could do anything. I'll just take some punches, maybe. I don't know, man.
I'll get him tired for you.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man.
So when you're in the ring, do you ever fear anything or anybody, like your opponent, or do you how do you internalize that? Like if you see somebody who's got more experience, more power, more, I guess, overall been around a lot longer, does that intimidate you at all, or is it just like fuck it, let's go?
No, I don't think it intimidates me. If anything, I know that it's gonna make me better because I know the other person has more experience. But
Right.
yeah, no, I don't think it intimidates me because I mean I just find it as like an opportunity. Like it's not like I don't go in there thinking that like I don't know that I'm gonna get beat up or something because I know my skills. I know what I could do, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't feel intimidated.
So as far as if somebody were to give us a breakdown, if you were to give yourself a breakdown of yourself, of Poison Ivy, right? How would you explain your style to somebody? Like, say, for example, when Triple G was in, if you're trying to explain to somebody who don't know boxing, like, look, this dude, he's solid. His defense is a little questionable, But if he put a hand on you, that's your ass. Like this dude could hit.
Or a simple
this
word.
This dude was a
Boogeyman.
boxer. Yeah,
He's a boogeyman.
He's a boogeyman. Like how would you define yourself as far as in your eyes?
Well, I would say I'm a pressure fighter, so I love taking my opponent back.
Okay.
So yeah, and then another thing is throwing a lot of punches to the body. So body shots.
Oh.
That's one of my.
That's one of her favorites.
That's not,
Yeah.
damn. That's not good for
Good
us.
for us.
Oh no, that scares me.
I didn't think
got
about
butterflies
this.
now. You're first, bro, not me.
I'll fucking do it. So you're a pressure fighter. Who are some of the fighters that you idolized or looked up to growing up?
Well, I really like how Canelo fights.
Really?
His
Okay.
style, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the way his head movement, everything about the
Young
way he
Canelo or
fights.
now or Canelo now? Because young Canelo is different than who he is now.
I think he's more polished now.
Oh,
man.
he's
Yeah.
way,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely more polished.
He actually has head movement now. Before
Yeah.
he just stand there and
That
just
dude's
fucking
slick,
just
man.
go. Yeah. So Canelo, who else? Is that pretty much it, or has your dad taught you about the old school greats like Sugar Ray? You got even Julio Cesar.
Julio Cesar.
Yeah, has he taught you about the old school guys? Some
Yeah, a
Casazu.
couple of them. Yeah,
Yeah?
like
Watch some
from
old
Cesar
tapes.
Chavez, yeah.
Chavez. She fights a lot like Chavez.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I would
The
say.
bull mentality, head down and just go.
No, but more slick. That's why it should be more like Canelo, because she does have a lot of good head movement, good pulls.
Yeah.
But she touches the body really well, and and she's actually very tall for her weight class too.
Really?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
What weight class are you in right now?
Well, right now I'm fighting at 119 or 118, professional
Okay.
118.
What do you walk
118.
around at?
126.
You're 126 right now? It's got to be all hair, dude, because that's... yeah, I don't know, I'll tell you, you'd be like 110 soaking wet right now. Damn, 126,
Yeah.
that's not bad. Is it easy for you? I mean, you are young, so is it a
Yeah.
lot easier for you to cut weight?
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
fast
pretty
do
easy.
you... What do you
No
do?
Cheetos.
Yeah, what do you do to cut weight?
Well, I eat really clean. So,
Do you?
but even when I'm not like dieting or nothing,
Yeah.
I eat really clean at home. Like my mom makes really clean meals and
Yeah.
stuff, healthy meals. So I eat pretty clean at home.
It's
So
never a
not,
problem.
Yeah, it's never
An issue.
an issue losing
Okay.
weight and stuff like that. But yeah, I typically just eat clean, like foods like fish, shrimp, stuff, water weight stuff.
Okay.
You know, and then I lose it by training with the sauna suit on whenever
Yeah.
I have to. When it comes to competition, losing weight for competition,
Mhm.
and yeah, I could lose maybe like 5 pounds in
If you-
in like 30-45 minutes.
How many? How many pounds you said?
5.
I just,
Damn, I've been
I
trying.
just gained 3 right
Yeah.
now just talking to you
Yeah.
now, just having water and shit.
And what's your weakness as far as food is concerned? Like
Oh,
cookies or
spicy food. I
Spicy?
love. Yeah, I love noodles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A lot
You
of
know how
Yeah, yeah.
bad those,
chance.
dude, you know how bad those
I
motherfuckers are for you?
know. Yeah.
Hey, they're amazing though.
Dude, my roommate's been on like a whole fucking noodle. I was like, dude, you won't die. Like, there's a lot of studies coming out right now.
I know.
Have you seen the way they're made?
Yes.
Ooh,
Hey,
fucking disgusting.
some people do cocaine every day and they're still alive.
No, but I mean, you know,
It's a hell of a
cocaine
drug.
is-
It's a hell of a
cocaine
drug.
is from the earth. Yeah, it is a hell of a drug, but I mean, this shit is wild, man. This shit is fucking wild. But
It is amazing.
how did you get into boxing? Because I know normally nowadays you see an 18-year-old in school, you never really think like, that girl's a boxer. How'd you get
Yeah.
into this boxing life?
Well, when I was young, my dad and his friends they love boxing. My
Okay.
family loves boxing.
They're all
So-
boxers?
No, they're not all boxers, but they all watched it.
Yeah.
Well, when I was growing up, it was always on.
So it was a
There
party.
It was there was always a party, always fights. Everyone
Yeah.
was always over.
Cinco de
for the
Mayo
week.
weekend.
Yeah, but no, I just grew up watching it, and I guess from there, it slowly grew on me, and then I guess one day my dad just took me to this recreation center, and that's where I found boxing, and that's where I started the Carolina gym, and then from there,
fuck.
The
took off.
famous Carolina gym.
Famous.
Dude,
That's where I think that's
Yeah.
where everybody starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I started.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you've been boxing now, or in boxing and now MMA also in fucking forever, right? How long have you been into that, Jackie?
So I started boxing when I was probably about like, how old are you in like 3rd or 4th grade? Like 10 years old? Something like that?
Damn.
Yeah, that's when
You
I
must have
started.
flunked a few grades.
No, that's how old I was.
I'm going to get it colored inside the lines or some shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
however old you are when 10 in 3rd or 4th grade, that's when I started boxing with my old coach Roger Avalos. He used to pick me up and take me to practice, and I would box. But I was my pops was in and out, different things, and
Yeah.
I really didn't have a very stable home life.
Right.
So I that's why he would pick me up and take me to practice. And so I grew up boxing my whole life. I'd be in and out of the gym my whole life, but I never really got to compete until I joined the military, and I would do military smokers.
Okay.
And that's when where I was at for my AIT, we had an actual boxing team. Mm-hmm. And that's where I started competing and going from there. But then I started dabbling into MMA.
Yeah.
After that, I came home. My brother had passed away, and one of his best friends was a professional MMA fighter by the name of Ricky McCall.
Okay.
And he would pick me up every day. Come on. Just so I wouldn't go down that, spiraling out. That was like his brother. His brother just died. My brother just died, so he'd pick me up, and that's where I started learning MMA. Mm-hmm. And then from there, I kind of just life happened, right? Walked away from everything. And then I slowly started competing in jiu-jitsu again. And from there, one of my good friends needed help, someone hold mitts. Mm-hmm. And I was somebody I grew up with. He was already a professional fighter. He's my business partner for Champ Camp.
Okay.
And he needed someone to help him hold mitts. And I was like, hey, bro, I was in between jobs. I was like, hey, I can do 1, 2, 3, but I'm not Roger Mayweather.
Right.
Nah, don't worry about it, bro. I just need someone that's going to be there. I'll show you.
Right.
I'll show you how to hold mitts. It's fine. I just need someone that's going to be there. Because at the time, him and his coach were on different
pages?
Yeah, different schedules.
Okay.
So he just needed, and he was getting ready for a fight.
Oh,
so
fuck.
he needed someone to be there. And I was like, you know what? I ain't doing nothing. At the time, I used to do auto hail repair.
Okay.
So I used to fix hail damaged vehicles. So I was in between storms. Mm-hmm. So I ain't doing nothing. I'm just waiting for the next storm to hit.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool. So we met at the famous Carolina Center.
Yep.
We met at the famous Carolina Center. And then we've been together now. So that's about 6-7 years now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So,
Time flies.
Like that.
were you in MMA before it hit big, or
Yeah.
before? Because I know,
You're talking about like the Dark Age, like the Rampage,
like
Chocolate
the
Hill.
original.
Yeah.
Hoist
Matt
Gracie,
Hughes.
fucking-
You got to remember how young I am, guys.
Yeah, well,
you got to remember how young I am.
Nah, you're not that young.
How young?
Guess.
How young are you? I'd say at least 30, probably 30.
34.
34, yeah. No, you're old as fuck.
So we got to remember, UFC's only been around
I remember,
about 25 years.
yeah, so
So I was 10.
But yeah, but that was like you were boxing, so you got to
Exactly.
MMA about the same, around,
The one who got me into MMA, the person besides,
Yeah.
of course, Ricky McCall, who's like my big brother, right?
yeah.
John Jones.
Really?
For
Okay.
me, I mean, yes, I watched Anderson fights. I watched GSP fights. And I would watch them because my uncle would always have them on, right? But the one who made me really, really damn, appreciate MMA was John.
See, for somebody who's a boxing fan like their whole lifetime, like myself, right? Mm-hmm. I can't get into MMA. I don't know why.
Because you don't understand it.
I think that's
I was the
I
same
think that's
way.
a big thing because I have no idea what the fuck.
I was the same way.
No, it's
Yeah.
a whole different art, man.
Because
Yeah.
I remember,
You know?
because I remember seeing the original. So I'll tell you how old I am. The first originals I would see. Well, I'd have to go rent the tape from fucking
Yeah.
Blockbuster.
from Major Players.
Yeah.
For Major Players, and there was fucking. So I remember it was Hoist Gracie against
Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock.
Probably, yeah.
That shit was like 45 minutes.
45 minutes, and then fucking Hoist just does a move like that, and then breaks his leg. And they're like, "What the fuck? What just happened?"
Yep.
He get into that
Wow.
kick for an hour. Now he's fucking.
He wins.
He wins.
Yeah.
Like I don't get the science behind it. Like how.
I started watching it when it was like a tough man contest.
Yeah.
Where they could tee off on their head and
Yeah,
shit.
there's no weight classes. There's
Karate
no
chop on top of the motherfucking head.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
different
just-
art forms.
It was
and
like
shit.
fucking blood sport.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That was the original concept.
Yeah.
too. That's what they wanted. They wanted a real blitz, but that's why they advertised it that way.
And
Yeah,
then
'cause they even
I
had-
got out of it for a while. After like Matt Hughes, I liked all
Yeah,
them,
Matt
and
Hughes.
then after that, I just got out of it. So.
Yeah, because they also had that was it K1
Yeah, K1.
where they'd fight. This was one tournament in one
Pride.
night, and they
Pride.
fight like
Pride
4
FC,
times a
yeah.
fucking night or some shit like that.
Yeah.
For somebody who's a more of a boxer, like how if I want to start getting into MMA, what's the best way for me to get into it so I could learn it and actually appreciate this shit?
So so that's what I was gonna say I was the same way growing up. I grew up watching boxing. Boxing is and always will be my first love, right? Mm-hmm. And I did not. My uncle would have. That's why I said I grew up watching Anderson, GSP,
Right.
and I was like, man, I don't want to see this shit. Like,
Yeah.
right? Put on some Tyson. Put on some. I'm a fan of Mayweather. Put on Mayweather, right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, hey. the greatest defensive fighter of all time.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
up there with Pernell Whitaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pernell was nice too, but so I didn't like it until I learned jujitsu,
Okay.
and then like when training with Ricky, right? Because in the army they teach you army combatives, right?
Okay.
So you got to learn some fundamentals of jujitsu, and then from there on the boxing team I was on, one of the guys was an MMA fighter.
Okay.
So I taught him more boxing. He taught me Muay Thai, and he was a purple belt in jiu-jitsu at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so he would teach me more extra
Legit.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So I started appreciating it more, right? And then when I started training with Rick, then I started realizing, then when I would watch it, it's like, okay, now I understand what they're doing.
Okay.
Now I understand what type of lock they're going for. Now I understand it's not just two guys on the floor wrestling.
Yeah.
You
Well, that's the way we
understand?
look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way you guys look at it. And that's the way I looked at it,
It's a little
too.
gay.
Yeah.
a little
Hey,
gay.
hey, that's the way I saw it, too.
Hey, man, if
Hey,
you're down, I mean, that's all you. Bro.
but
I mean,
but when you realize it and you start understanding the transitions and stuff,
Right.
Yeah. So being a boxing fan, there's certain fighters I would recommend you watching first.
Okay.
Jose Aldo in his prime, monster.
Okay.
Max Holloway, right? John Jones, especially early John Jones. And right now, current Ilya Topuria. Ilya Topuria has probably the best boxing in all of MMA.
Really?
And he's boxing base, boxing stance.
Okay.
And he generates so much power because
Yeah.
he uses his hips like a boxer.
Right.
And that's why he's knocking everybody out.
Because I know we were talking earlier about, I think you were talking about, when sometimes MMA fighters will spar with boxers just for, for the training or whatnot.
Yeah.
There's a difference between an MMA fighter hit or punches and the way a boxer punches, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Can you explain the difference to the people that don't know?
A lot of times, because of MMA, a lot of times they don't sit on their punches.
Right.
Because they have to worry about so many other things, kicks, takedowns, everything. So a lot of times they stay a little bit lighter on their feet. They don't really turn their hips on their punches.
Right.
So that's why they don't generate as many punches, as
Yeah.
much power when they punch. But you get, of course, the exceptions. Like Ilya Topuria sits down on his punches, has a very boxing heavy base.
Right.
Conor McGregor just had dynamite.
He had
He
dynamite.
had just dynamite. in
Chuck
his hands.
Liddell.
Chuck Liddell too. Chuck Liddell was very boxing, but he would do sprawl and brawl. So
Yeah.
he would be boxing base, or he was actually karate base, but he would sprawl and then start throwing with his hands.
And now in MMA, there used to be now it's more rounded out, right? Because before it used to be, well, this dude's a wrestler, this dude's a jiu-jitsu, this dude's a boxer. Now
Now they're hybrids.
they're hybrids,
They're
right?
hybrids
They mix
now.
everything in
You
there.
You have to. You have to.
if you don't know any wrestling, you
Yeah. If you don't know, so for instance, I have like one of the kids that I trained. His name's Gabriel Pinelo Gobble, one of the most talented strikers I've ever worked with. Boxing, he can box, he can kickbox, right? He can wrestle. He just gets lazy with it. But what do we emphasize now? All right, bro. We know you can knock anybody out with the spinning heel kick. We know you can knock anybody out with your hands.
Right.
It's time to start working on getting your hips down and everything. And he's made tremendous improvements.
Your ground
on that.
game.
Yeah, you had to because
Yeah.
he realized.
Yeah,
man,
it's a must,
I had
right?
to. His last loss in MMA, the guy literally did not want to stand with him whatsoever. As soon as he took one punch, one kick,
Yeah.
I'm taking you down, and literally just manhandled him. Keep in mind, he's also just turned 18,
Right.
so he's still growing into his man body, and the
Right,
other
right,
guy
right.
was like 24, so he just
yeah.
he ragdolled
It
him.
just fucking took him, yeah.
But at the same time, it was an eye opener. Like I really have to focus on my wrestling, and so
Well,
he started.
well, you got to get humbled before you start taking shit serious.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. Poison, would you ever get into the MMA?
No.
No. Actually,
It's
for
not,
you?
it's not your
Never.
thing, huh?
No, I don't like just kicks and all that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, something about like I'd rather get punched in the face than
Than
like
kick.
kicked in the face. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'll take a punch in the face.
Yeah,
you
because
kick
you
in the face.
can't.
If I had to pick,
Oh yeah, you can't see a flying foot at your face and be like,
no man,
that's not natural.
you're gonna have a bad
Fucking-
day. You're gonna have a bad day on that shit.
Damn.
It's gonna leave a mark.
So with boxing nowadays, boxing's always had a bad stigma as far as fights being fixed, fights being everything's rigged and whatnot. Then you see certain people that are fucking killers, like fucking Clarissa Shields,
Yeah.
and you're seeing that as much money as there should be for her, that for some whatever reason she's not doing as well as she should be doing, right? Because
That's why she went to MMA.
yeah, that's why she's going to MMA. Does that worry you at all when you're, now that you're trying to be a professional? Does that shit ever play in your head? Like, is this the way I want to go and put my livelihood in somebody else's fucking 3 judges' hands?
No, because we take
Yeah.
care of her. We pay her good.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. MMA, man, they don't get paid what boxers get paid.
No, yeah.
They need that money. They need some money for the ass kicking they
do.
go through.
They do.
Dana White fucks them on that. I will say that.
Well, yeah, he monopolized the whole
But
thing.
it's also with MMA, you get a lot better product from what I'm seeing. If you're the champ, you're fighting number 1 every fucking time.
Yeah, like next week.
Yeah.
like top 10, you're gonna fight.
Yeah,
somebody.
and boxing, if you're the champ, you'll fight somebody in 4 years. It's like, and it fucking sucks. But does that worry you at all? Like, I mean, because at the end of the day, you want to have something. I know you want to have a job that you like, but I mean, you want to have a certain lifestyle too. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. Well, at first, yeah, because it was like, well, for girls, it's not. They're not. Girls don't get paid good in boxing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, at least how men do.
Right.
They don't.
But yeah. But also, at the same time, it didn't. Just because I love the sport, I probably would continue doing the sport even if I wasn't turning pro.
Okay.
But yeah. No, I don't think it ever worried me.
No.
Cause I mean, I'm trying to make it big for women's boxing.
Right.
So I mean, we have Katie Taylor that's coming up and making it big for girls. You know, so little by little, at least getting female boxers to be at the level that, or like the money that men are fighting for.
Right.
So
Well, Katie Taylor, she was the one that was fought on the undercard of Jake Paul and Tyson,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, she fought Amanda Serrano.
The second time, right?
Yeah, that's the second. Yeah, that was the second fight for them.
There might be no,
So
she already won both times, though, right?
Well, she got. You mean she robbed Serrano twice? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she won the last one. I really I thought she
I
did.
thought the last one was worse. I thought the first one she was closer.
Yeah.
No,
This last one was sketch.
Who'd you have winning, Ivy?
no, Serrano.
You had Serrano winning. Yeah, I said
Really?
Serrano won that
Yeah?
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She put an ass whooping.
Yeah,
She
the
got
first
robbed.
one was a little bit closer. The first one, I thought Serrano won the first one, but I could understand that one a little bit more. This one, nah.
No, she got robbed.
Yeah, she got robbed.
What
got robbed,
female boxer do you look up to?
It's because you know what? There's not a lot of females that I watch, but
Yeah.
probably them.
Yeah.
Like Katie Taylor, Serrano. They go at it.
They're bangers.
Yeah.
They're fucking
they
bangers for
throw.
sure. Yeah, for sure they're
Yeah.
fucking bangers.
Well, they took that night, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
that was a fight.
That was-
and both times.
Yeah.
I think if they fight 100 times, you're gonna see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those that they're meant to fight each other.
Like that
Like-
this past weekend, what was Better Be Than Bivol?
Bivol.
It's gonna always be the same fight.
Yeah, it's like Ward and Gotti. Like it's just certain
Yeah,
people's
Ward and
styles
Gotti.
are just fucking.
Yeah. They're just meant for
perfect
each other.
Yeah.
They're just meant for each other.
They're perfect for each other. Damn. So like, it's crazy. Like I still can't wrap my head. Like if my baby girl were to be like, "Hey, Dad, I want to be a boxer," I'd be like, "No, you're stupid." Because like I can't. You know, even if you're growing up loving the sport, like I can't see somebody putting hands on my baby.
Just women are so violent.
Yeah, I
Like,
think women are more
you
violent than
guys-
men.
Yeah,
Y'all
and
are
it's
more- you know, especially
and you guys are beautiful. Men are ugly. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know what I mean? Like I love boxing. I'm a big fan. I hate watching it sometimes because it's like you guys are violent, man. You guys fuck each other up.
Hey, did you guys see her fight?
I saw the highlights that you put.
Let me tell you right now. It was 4 rounds. Mm-hmm. She fought a very, very tough Mexican.
Okay.
From Mexico. Like, tough
Right.
Mexican. Legit. Yeah. Like
A Mexican.
Yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah. I know we had to bring her. So.
Yeah.
So she fought a very, very tough veteran
Where was she from?
from Durango.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's real Mexican.
Yeah, real.
Yeah,
Mexican.
no,
Real.
They fight for real.
Yeah, and 4 rounds. This girl beat the crap out of her for 4 rounds. Like I'm surprised the girl kept standing.
Really?
Yeah, it's 4 rounds of a beat down.
Oh.
Beat down. Let me tell you.
I'm sweating that body shot.
Just let it go. Just let it happen.
You should. You'll be fine. Just breathe out.
Just let it happen.
Just breathe out as it comes in.
Man, if I have an accident on myself, don't judge.
If I fart. When I fart.
he's gonna be like a balloon and shit. He's full of gas and shit.
Oh shit! Have you? So your dad hasn't shown you any of the old school, like was it Chrissy Martin, fights?
Coal miner's daughter,
The coal
right?
miner's daughter.
I've seen the documentary. Or
Okay. Oh, poor
yeah.
dude. She was poor. She went through some shit.
But that was more like a tough man.
Yeah, that was a more tough man. But then you had
now
Mia St.
they got so
John,
many
you had Layla
skills.
Ali.
Yeah. Mia St. John was because she was fine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
could,
saying?
I mean, she could. She could scrap.
Oh no, she'll knock me out. I'm just saying it was.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
but you had
saying-
Layla Ali.
But it just keeps
and then like
getting better and better.
Like Clarissa Shields, dude. That's a man. She's a fucking man.
She's big, bro.
She is.
I saw her at National Golden Gloves because it was in Detroit. So
Yeah.
she came because she's from Detroit.
What's she sitting at? 160, 150?
Oh, probably more. Probably walking around like a 180 easy.
God.
What do you usually?
Yeah,
I would say
she-
what, probably.
Yeah, she's
She's
got to
big,
be a man.
but she's
Her
big,
and
like,
Serena
she's tall,
Williams
too.
Serena. How tall is she? About 5'8"?
Yeah, about 5'8", and I'm 5'6", so to me that's big.
Yeah. She's
Hell, Ivy's 5'5".
Everybody big. Everybody big.
Yeah, no, that girl can hit, man. She's
And
something.
she don't mind playing the villain.
No, she don't mind.
Yeah.
As long as whatever pays her, she's fine.
Yeah. Do you as far as for promotion now? Are you thinking about like you have to set a certain persona out there for yourself now? Like we're talking about, like Coach said, Money Mayweather. Before when he was Pretty Boy, he was a lot different than when he was Money Mayweather.
Yeah.
You know, do you start seeing that you got to set yourself to see him a certain way as far as for attraction to get people to watch and pay attention, or?
Yeah, well, I think just putting myself out there, because I'm a shy, quiet girl, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm really quiet and stuff. But yeah, I think just putting myself out there, little things like, you know, on social media and stuff like that, speaking out. But yeah, I would say
Doing
that I
interviews
have
like
to-
this.
Doing
Yeah,
podcasts.
doing podcasts.
This is why we're doing. This is why she's doing this.
Yeah.
To get out.
No,
but
absolutely.
she's a baby face. Like
Right.
Like
Yeah, I mean you're still a hell young. You're still trying to find who you are. You know what I mean? And that's great. As far as if you're being so shy or whatnot, where does all this anger from banging come from? Like,
And can you say it?
yeah, do I have to kick your dad out real quick so you can tell us where this shit comes from? Like, where's this? Do you have all this built up anger, or is it just?
No, I don't know. I like the adrenaline. I like everything about
Yeah.
boxing. Yeah, just like working out hard. I like everything. The adrenaline, even getting punched in the face is like
What?
it all appeals
Yeah.
to me. So yeah, like
Is it like that Bruce Lee shit where you get that cut on your finger, on your face? You're like, oh, okay, now it's fucking on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's fucking go.
It's not a fight until I start bleeding.
Yeah. When did you know you could actually turn this thing from being an amateur to a pro? When was that moment that you're like, yeah, I could do this shit?
yeah. Well, when I started making the team,
Okay.
the USA team. Yeah. So first I had made the junior team, and I was like, okay, well, my next goal will to be on the youth team.
Okay.
And from there is when I saw people like international fighters, how they fight and stuff. And
Right.
little from there, I knew that I could take it far because I was already taking it far with Team USA. So
Right.
little by little, I could, you know, make it in the pros. And being pro was a dream of mine for
Forever.
for.
And you're there.
Well, not for
She's
forever.
pro now.
she
Yeah.
tried
Yeah.
to go
Awesome,
pro
man.
at 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh, you
trying
have to go to Mexico for that, right?
Yeah.
She wanted to go to
Oh,
Mexico.
okay.
Go pro.
I was gonna go pro, but then I had gotten injured.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so,
right.
Yeah, but I was gonna go pro at 16.
Really?
So yeah, in
Go to
Mexico.
Juaritos over there
Yeah.
and you go
So-
fight in the bars.
So when you're gonna go pro and you tell your pops, hey, dude, you know what? That's it. It's going pro. What was his reaction?
Well, I've always talked to him about it. So, but yeah, he always supported my dream of going pro. He knew I also had that potential. So, he was always on board about me turning
Right.
pro.
Are you setting up a backup plan already for whatever? If
Yeah.
any, if life happens, as we always say.
No, yeah.
You-
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna go to school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna go to the EPCC.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I wanna study dental. So yeah.
So after you knock their fucking teeth out, you can put it
Yeah.
back in. And
I can put my own tooth back in.
so we're good. We don't need no cut, man. So you're gonna go into dental. That's fucking crazy.
Well, that's good. I mean, you can keep yourself in busy.
Exactly.
No, yeah. Always have to have a backup plan.
Knock people's
But-
teeth out and be like, all right, I'll put them back in.
I could fix them for you.
Yeah, I take them out and I'll put them back in.
Here's my business card. Come
Yeah.
see me.
Right.
Come see me.
No anesthesia.
2 for 1. Dude, that's the last thing you want to see is a professional boxer working in your mouth. Don't fucking move. Don't fucking move.
I'm gonna knock your wisdom tooth out. Hold on, she's stretching. Shit.
That's gonna be real quick. This might hurt a little bit.
Yeah, you'll remember.
But that's good though that you have a backup plan because a lot of times people once they think they're going to be one thing, that's all they have their mindset to. And there's not to discourage anybody, but it's always good to have. The more tricks you have in your bag, the better for you.
No,
Who's
yeah.
your dream fight?
My dream fight?
Is it Kayla? I know somebody who can make it happen. I know somebody.
We
I
know
know you guys
somebody
been
that-
sparring forever, but
No, outside of local.
yeah. Who's your dream fight? You want to take out if we're to say we'll pay you X amount of dollars,
You
to
guys
fight,
wait until you're all the way on the top.
Yeah. Who would you fight? Who do you want to put hands on?
There's a lot of girls that are on the come up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Because even coming from amateurs, there's a lot of girls that I know are turning pro.
Mm-hmm.
But do you want to put your
yeah,
hands on
but-
one of them that you just like?
She's like
I
on
don't-
some. She's always been on like some Goku shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
That's really how she is. She's like on some Goku shit. Like
Like whoever's the best, I want to fight the
that's
best.
that's
so-
literally how she. That's I think that's
who's
why.
ever, who's ever going to step up?
Yeah, that's really. I think that's more why she's so successful in boxing. Is like it's always who's the best. That's who I want to fight,
Yeah.
and that's crazy.
I mean, that's the
I
best way
think
to
that's
go.
why she's so
Yeah.
like even. I think that's why even though she's so nice, she doesn't have that type of rage. It's more like
right.
the challenge. Like who's
Comes
the
from
best?
somewhere, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad's got that built-up aggression.
I learned it from you, Dad.
So, if you were to put her up with somebody right now, Coach, who would you want to see her up against to give her like a really hard fucking test? That's either one of the up and coming people or one of the people that are already established. Who would you want to see her against to really see where she stands at?
She's already been on Team USA, so she's fought most of them.
Wow.
She's already fought a lot of them.
Yeah.
There would be probably, you know who I want to see her fight? Oh, would you fight Charmaine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see you fight Charmaine.
Oh fuck, Charlemagne the God.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you said?
Nah,
Man, he's from New York.
Charlemagne the God?
Charmaine just went pro also.
Okay.
That's,
Oh, okay.
That's who I would want to see Ivy beat the brakes off of.
Dude, right off the bat.
Oh.
Right off the bat. Well, I
I'll
mean,
probably build it up a little bit because she was also a Team USA member,
okay.
and I don't like the way USA boxing kind of
Dude, USA
saved her.
box. All right, you let's get into it.
No, I can't get into it. I'm
you'll
still a
get-
part
you'll
of
get
USA
part of it.
boxing.
No, yeah.
So I'll say it for you. Just
You
kidding.
hear a lot of shady
Cut
shit.
that out.
There's a lot of
Bleep
shady
that
shit
out.
we hear.
Bleep.
Yeah, no.
You didn't say it, but I heard.
There's a lot of shit that we just hear about boxing in general.
Yeah.
Like I said, it sucks because I think the sport's going downhill. It's been going downhill because after HBO stopped, after HBO and Showtime stopped showing like the free fights where you could see the good fighters, the up and coming people.
Friday night fights.
Yeah, it's Saturday night fights, and now,
Like
dude,
Max
I have
Kellerman and all
no
that shit.
idea who the fuck fights where or what. And I like boxing, and I'm like the Better Be fight. I didn't even know he was fighting because I had to hear from Jules to tell me, "Hey, dude, this fight's going down."
Well, it happened like at fucking 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
you know,
because
so
everybody's fighting in
it's-
Saudi Arabia and fucking.
It's because
Turkey's paying.
Yeah,
bro.
man,
Turkey's paying
he's doing
everybody, bro.
great for the sport.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He really is. He's
Yeah.
paying everybody, bro.
He's knocking everybody out, and it's like, okay, now it's not two sides of the,
Right.
He's not on the other side of the road. So
But the fact that you have so many different, you have what, like 8 different belts now per weight class.
But
Then you
everybody's
got your
scared of
catch
losing
weights and-
the zero.
That's
the,
Mayweather's fault.
Yeah,
That
It
right
is,
there, that right
absolutely.
there is Mayweather's
I
fault.
was gonna tell you that, but I didn't want.
No,
to.
no.
Yeah, but
Hey,
yeah, it's
I'm
just,
but I don't want to
I'm
get punched.
I'm a realist. When
no,
it
he
comes
should
to
have
this,
lost
you
his
know?
a long time ago.
Yeah,
Castillo?
but not just
Castillo?
Castillo.
Yeah,
Castillo was the
Castillo,
one that
yeah.
I would definitely.
Yeah.
But even then, like that is Mayweather's fault as far as like he really promoted don't lose your don't lose your
Yeah.
right? And that was like his persona for the longest time, 50-0,
Right.
50-0, right? And so because of that, now the up and coming fighters, they want to do that. They're very coveted when it comes to their record because
Right.
of that. Because they ultimately everybody wants to get paid, right?
Right.
And so that's why they avoid it. But there's still always only been 4 main belts. So there is 4 main.
Was it the WBO,
The WBO,
WBC.
WBC, the ring, is that
IBF.
still?
Well, that's the unofficial.
Yeah, that's the
Unofficial one, right?
unofficial one.
Yeah, but it
that's
has some-
that would be the 5th, right?
Yeah.
But the 4 one is the WBC, WBO, IBF, and the
WBA.
WBA. Those are the
WBA.
4. Those are the 4 main belts. So if you're a world champion for one of those 4 main belts,
You're legit.
you're a legit.
And
world champion.
WBO came up because it
Yeah.
wasn't as big before.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. And then, like for instance, Stephanie Han, who just fought last
Right.
weekend, she won a WBA world title, so she's
She's legit,
legit.
Yeah.
Great fighter.
dude. Have you sparred with Steph or Jen?
No.
Not any of the Hans? AB?
No.
Fucking AB.
AB's
It's in the
retired.
works. It's in the
Yeah, no,
works.
It's in the
I
works.
know
It's in the
AB's.
works.
Yeah, yeah. Steph's always down.
Yeah.
yeah. I know she's also tried to spar Kayla on several.
Yeah, because I know it's just work.
Yeah.
you know, it's just stay
Yeah.
busy. It's busy work.
What's her weight class?
135, right?
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
135.
135.
Yeah.
And when you go in there to spar, are you really just in there to go take somebody's head off like you would in a normal fight, or is it more 70% like you're trying to work on something?
Yeah, I'm always trying to work on stuff. I'm not during sparring. It's just practice. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like a fight. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's more working on things that we've been practicing and stuff like that. But
Right.
yeah, no, I'm never going into the ring, especially in sparring, with the intentions of hurting someone. 'Cause
Right.
But
they're
doesn't it
just-
get heated sometimes?
Yeah, at
It
times,
depends on who you
yeah.
spar.
Yeah.
I've seen Ivy put paws on people. I'm not gonna lie.
If they start getting a little,
Yeah, especially with guys.
Yeah,
'cause
with guys,
they,
I've seen her put paws on people.
Like, I'll get them with a good punch, and then
They'll
right
start-
away they'll get like, I don't know.
They start putting their. They start. So typically, when a guy spars a girl, guys obviously men are physiologically like we're stronger,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
So a lot of times we call it working. You work with each other, right?
Yeah.
The guy's not trying to hurt the girl's not,
He shouldn't be.
And
No.
exactly, he shouldn't be, right? So sometimes, and there's some fighters out there, the moment a girl gets a good punch on them, they start putting a little bit more
Yeah,
on the punches.
Yeah, because they're getting
Turn
clowned.
into-
Exactly.
They're getting clowned. Yeah.
Exactly. And
Turn
so
into Bruce the
Exactly.
shark.
and so literally from there it starts going on, and then that's when
And then it escalates.
it escalates.
Yeah.
Then
To a war.
Then you're in,
You just fuck
a
'em up.
war. Then you're in a war. Yeah.
Yeah, that so
There's no winning that though. You're a
No, there
guy. I
isn't.
mean,
There
you're
isn't.
gonna
Yeah.
get your ass kicked, or
There
if you
You got rocked.
it's
And,
just-
and there's also some people who just don't know how to work in general.
Yeah.
Like there's some sparring partners that they think they know how to work, but they don't know how to work. Like
Right.
I have guys at my gym that are that way. That I know I cannot put you with
this person. Right.
anybody unless you're prepared to be in a war,
yeah.
because they don't know how to work. The moment anybody touches them,
It's
or hits them a
100%,
certain way,
yeah.
it's 100. Next thing you know,
Yeah,
you're
they
gonna
see
pull
red.
up. Exactly. So there's I have people that at our gym. You just gotta know who can do what, right?
Right.
And then you also take consideration of your sparring partners. It's important because otherwise, then you don't come anymore and you lose that good work.
Yeah,
Like, you lose
yeah,
that good
yeah.
sparring. So
Yeah,
it's
because
tough.
everything goes out the window now.
Mhm.
So when you see red, do you like? Say you're in a fight, right? Like this last fight that you had, it was a 4-rounder, right? And you're putting it on this person, right?
Yeah.
If you ever got tagged, whatever, and you're going through it, you're like, dude, I might not be winning this fight. What does your dad tell you to get you focused? Like, do you listen? Do you even listen to anything that he's fucking? Because
Do you hear them from the side?
Yeah,
like
'cause-
when
Yeah, I do.
they're
'Cause like- 'cause
they're
like I-
yelling commands.
Yeah, because like I've seen, like you'll see the fighters, right? And like when they go into the corner, they show the corner. They're like, "Hey, dude, you get your ass kicked." The boxer ain't even looking at this fucking dude. They're like, dude, I'm just trying to fucking breathe. Let me fucking
Yeah.
get my water and
Trying
get
not
back
to
in
throw
there.
up here.
Yeah.
Like, how do you actually listen to the corner when they're talking to you in the corner, or is it just like, dude, I got this shit. Like I trusted myself. I trusted my work.
Like,
and I'm
Dad,
good."
shut up. You know what you're talking about?
Yeah. Do you ever listen?
Oh, fuck her
No,
up.
yeah, I always hear him.
Yeah?
Even in amateurs and pro, when I was even in amateurs, when I was in amateurs, I could
Yeah.
only hear him.
Okay.
Like that's all I could hear. I would never hear the crowd or nothing like that. But this time my pro fight,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I heard my dad, but I heard the crowd. I was telling my dad that I felt like so present
Yeah.
in my fight that like I just heard everything like around me.
Damn.
And
Wow.
and usually like I never hear the crowd. I never hear people yelling for me. But this time I was able to hear everything.
Damn. So when you're in a
So-
fight, how long does a punching or does your opponent ever slow down to where your mind it's just like it's not as fucking boom boom
Some
boom
Matrix
and it
type
just
shit.
fucking just like slows down in you and you're when you're within yourself. How long does that take to gain that? Because I know a lot of boxers have been talking about that. Because the first time you're in there,
Yeah.
and I'm talking about the few times that I've sparred in there, the moment you're in there, you have 7 people look at you like your legs just get heavy. Everything just like the adrenaline, like
the
oh, fuck.
adrenaline dump is real.
Yeah, you go from like
Yeah.
fucking 100% energy to like 3, like fucking within
Gas
20
out like a
seconds.
motherfucker.
Yeah, and then after a while, after you get your ass kicked for a while, like it fucking starts to slow down, and you're like, all right, now I know where I'm at. How long does that take for a boxer like you? Now that you're professional,
For me, well, the first round for sure is probably when it's all quick. Everything's coming in quick.
right?
By like the third round, everything is kind of more chill. But yeah, you're right about that. Like the adrenaline, you get tired a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
But I feel like with me, the more rounds, the better, because like that, I will not only slow you down, but I had already like had enough time to study you, what
Right.
you do, and stuff like that.
You watch tape and stuff on them, or
Yeah. Well, this last girl, she had one video.
okay?
On-
That was
on-
I was gonna say that would be kind of hard because a lot of people don't have
Yeah,
this early in the stage. You know, a lot of
Well,
Yeah.
not only that, but we went through like 6 opponents for her.
okay,
Like
Yeah.
I was the matchmaker for the event.
okay.
We went through like 6 different, right? Like about 6
Yeah,
different
it was
opponents.
a
Like people
lot.
would, yeah, I want the fight. Contract gets sent. Oh, you know what? No, I don't want the fight.
What happened was
Because they looked her up and realized
Yeah.
who she was, her accolades, stuff like that. And I was finally. She actually went up 2 weight classes. 2 weight classes to fight this girl.
damn.
Oh, wow.
So what did you walk in at for that fight?
124. But
Okay.
we were fighting at 126.
Okay,
So
yeah,
she-
but that's almost around walking weight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
the
not
other,
walking
but the other girl was cutting weight.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
she
shit.
fights out.
she came in heavier.
Yeah.
Than, yeah.
Damn. So what did she come in at? Do you think?
126.
actual.
125. Oh,
on fight night? Because do you guys get weighed in the night before, or the morning of?
The morning before.
yeah,
The morning before?
Oh, okay. So you could rehydrate
Yeah.
and stuff.
So how much do you think she went up when she rehydrated?
Probably like 35. Yeah, I would say.
You
So
think
what the
so?
fuck was she
Yeah.
eating?
She also
has
took
my
the-
jeans.
Oh,
She's got my jeans. Shit.
That Canelo meat.
she also took the fight on
Short notice.
It was like what
2 weeks notice.
Oh,
She did
shit.
take the
really?
fight on 2 weeks
Yeah.
notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Again, we went through
A lot of people.
a lot of opponents for her.
Hey, are you guys opposed to weigh-ins the day of?
You don't do that anymore.
No,
That's
but
only
they
for
were talking.
amateur-
They were talking about bringing it back from as far as
Nah.
professional.
We did that in the amateurs. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it in the amateurs. It sucks. It's better to just. It would. I think what helps eliminate a lot of this is one, do the weigh-ins morning, not in the afternoon, not late in the evening. Do the weigh-ins the morning before.
Okay.
Gives a lot more time to rehydrate. Two, coaches, we need to take accountability and not let these guys cut so much damn weight,
Mhm.
especially in boxing. And MMA, you can get away with a little bit more. The reason why, you can take them down, grapple. You're not taking as much head trauma.
It's just
Right.
these guys balloon, man.
Yeah,
The
they
next
balloon
day-
up. In MMA, they balloon up crazy.
Well, and in
yeah, in
boxing.
boxing
Yeah.
too. But here's the difference. In boxing, you're really only taking head trauma all day, and then the gloves are so much more padded. You're taking more head trauma,
Right.
and the brain is the last thing to be hydrated.
Unless you're
Yeah.
Panama Jack and
Yeah.
you that shit.
So I think the help eliminate us as coaches is don't let them balloon up as big. I think that's my, because there's really no science. There's been, you could do a hydration test, you could do all these other things, but there's been other like scientific breakdowns that show that there's ways to manipulate any test.
Oh yeah.
So I think us as coaches need to take accountability, right?
Mm.
If
If
you
you
see a
ain't
fighter that's ballooning up like that, we
Yeah.
need-
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
That's what Brady used to
that's
say.
exactly
or,
what it is.
Coach Belichick used to say, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but like you were saying with the CTE, right? I know it's not as big in boxing, weirdly enough, as it is like in the NFL and shit.
And that's
But
different
you-
also.
Yeah, but I mean the head trauma. I mean, you look at a biggest case you could see is Meldrick Taylor.
Yeah.
Before
Oh,
and
man.
after Chavez. I mean, just the fucking ass whooping that he took, and the way his speech changed from that fight to for the rest of his life. He was such a cocky cat. He was such
Terry
he had-
Norris.
He had so much. He had so much pizzazz. He was a talker. After that, he was stuttering. Like I mean, the ass whooping. I mean, the trauma that your head takes. And I think, like you said, there's a lot more studies now that says the brain being rehydrated is what keeps it from happening.
And wasn't there something about like headgear or no headgear?
So they're saying. So the study is that originally when headgear was created, it was to avoid from cuts.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Right.
headgear was never designed to protect from trauma, to protect you. Right. We've used it as that, but
Right.
originally it wasn't designed for that. It was designed just to protect from cuts. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So then as time has gone, we put other foam in there to kind of help try to alleviate from some of that. But that's why they're saying it's kind of like the same concept as football, because the helmet's protecting you from a lot,
Right.
which is why you're getting repeated head trauma.
Right.
Same thing with headgear. That's why a lot of the studies are coming out now that are saying the headgear might be a cause to that, because they're spar wars. People are getting, like you said, it becomes a war. It shouldn't be that way, but
Right.
it becomes a war sometimes. And then,
Well, you have that false sense of protection.
Security, yeah.
The false sense of security that at least if I have a headgear on, I'm good.
Yep.
No, your brain's
But
still
it's
getting
even fucking
whacked around.
I think it's even worse because when you're getting racked, the weight of it also doesn't fucking help with the shaking of the fucking brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Expect, like you said, that once you start going to war with people that are just assholes and not really trying to fucking help you, that don't fucking help the game at all. Man.
Exactly.
I know Mosley's sounding kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
Well,
Mosey's starting.
He's
to-
getting old too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's not that old, man. I mean,
look at George Foreman. He sounds great.
well, fuck, if I was making money off his grills, I would. would be
he's only
too.
been in a couple wars, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
'cause he was big.
Yeah,
and he
that
would knock a lot.
motherfucker-
And he would
yeah.
knock a lot of people out.
Yeah, he's big.
He's still
but
to this day. Did
But-
you see him recently hit the bag?
he's
crazy, man.
His power.
He's got
Just-
power.
That power was. Oh.
Last thing to go.
That is the last thing to go.
So then the Canelo fight finally got made, right? Canelo and Crawford.
Well, there's a
There's-
6-fight deal.
Yeah.
It's a 6-fight deal. Mm-hmm. There's part of, but they're.
No,
I thought they were fighting in September.
It's still not official.
Well, anything could happen until then. It
Yeah.
is.
That's what the targeting.
Yeah, that's what it
the
is,
Fight that's
but-
being targeted. That's what Turkish. that's
So
what
anything
Turkey
could
wants.
happen between then. So he has a fight in May, and then it would have to be in September is
Yeah.
what they're targeting with Terrence. And then after that, it would, I don't know. There's 2 more fights.
His is a payback from
Could have been
Bivol.
It
I
can
wouldn't-
be.
I wouldn't take-
Bivol too big.
No,
I wouldn't take that.
I'd rather
Bivol
fight
was-
Benavidez than Bivol.
Yeah, honestly, and
I think he'll take Benavidez.
no, he could still be, especially when Benavidez looked his last time.
Yeah.
No,
he looked like shit.
Canelo still beats Benavidez.
I think so, too.
I
Yeah.
think he does wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. And I don't know if you can answer this, Poison, but the Jake Paul fights, bad or good for boxing?
I would probably say good, just because for the entertainment. I
Really?
mean,
It brings
just
out-
doing
Exposing.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
especially for boxing, bringing.
I mean, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor both got paid because of that Jake Paul fight.
Right.
I think he's good
No,
for the.
he's good.
It's
especially
bullshit fights, but
yeah,
I mean,
but
Yeah.
especially for women's boxing,
Right.
Jake
Yeah.
Paul's great.
Yeah.
he's doing good things for
Yeah,
them.
he is.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
But I think it's things like that, that the people that aren't big boxing people that look at it and say like, this is why we don't watch boxing, because you're fighting a 70-fucking-year-old
yeah,
man.
but to fight Tyson
gonna
and to
wanna
be
fight
a
you.
legit fight and that goes down, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that shouldn't.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but did that one actually?
It's a circus.
It didn't count towards the record.
Yeah, it
did
did.
It did.
It counted as box record.
It did.
Yeah,
It
no,
counted
that's
as a,
trash.
And it's bullshit.
Even
That's
though it was
trash.
quote unquote an
expedition,
exhibition,
right.
Yeah.
it's on his box record as a
That's
win.
fucking
It
ridiculous.
was short rounds,
Yeah.
and it was bullshit.
I mean, dude, if you got to fight a
But he
70-year-old
does
man.
bring eyes to the sport.
I won money on that fight too.
I don't know, man. I'd be scared to fucking bet on something like
It's
that.
because there's all this. There's a lot of talk that in the contract that if Tyson knocked him out, he wouldn't get paid. There's
but until
certain
until
languages. I mean, you
you
don't
also
know,
got to
right?
remember Tyson's also a 60-year-old man.
Yeah,
Man.
he is, and he wasn't high.
Hey, you.
I mean, he was walking around with them butt cheeks out. And
No, but
everything.
he did pull some punches where he could
Oh, he pulled a lot of punches.
I think he pulled some budget because he didn't want to pull his back.
Yeah.
Did you not
He
see
just
the
couldn't do it anymore.
You not see the way he was walking to
Yeah.
the
No, yeah, he's.
Hey,
Nah,
but
he couldn't do it anymore.
I gotta tell everybody, go to a recreation center on Sundays.
Yeah,
Watch everybody play basketball. The 60-year-old men.
yeah.
They were once nice back in the day.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're in there, it's your natural reflex, right? Sure, it's settled a little bit, but for somebody who's used to throwing, say, 80 punches a fucking round, you throw 3. And they look like shit.
Yeah, I just hate like how they say
I mean,
that
just take
he's
an
being ducked
ibuprofen
by
before
people.
you go in, bro.
He's not fighting nobody. You know what I'm saying? They
The
said
one
that-
dude he did fight, fucking
Fury.
Fury's
yeah,
brother,
Yeah,
and he's
he's trash.
he's
No,
trash.
he's trash.
Yeah,
he's trash. I'll say it.
He's a decent amateur.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's a decent pro. He's a decent pro.
Yeah,
not
he's-
great, but yeah.
No, he's not on the level of everybody he wants to call out, and I get him like calling out Canelo because he wants to get the money.
Yeah,
I
but there's
get
still a weight difference. If
Yeah.
you want to be legit, stay in your weight class. This
Yeah.
is what you're fucking talking about.
I mean,
right?
Canelo dog walks him though.
Oh no, Canelo beat
Canelo
the shit
dog.
out of him. But I'm
Canelo
saying
dog.
you're
If
gonna
it's-
call
if it's a
somebody.
legit-
Nothing.
Nothing
No,
like dog.
You
walks
got to
him.
call out then Bivol and all them motherfuckers. They're heavier. You know what I'm saying? Because what's he fighting at? Like,
cruiserweight.
okay,
So
there you
he's,
go.
he's fighting at like 190, 199. I know
Okay.
because I have a cruiserweight.
So you're talking about almost heavyweight, dude.
Yeah,
You-
no, that dude-
Usyk.
yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
dude,
Usyk was a cruiserweight champ
Yeah,
before
yeah,
he went to heavyweight.
absolutely.
dude. It's things like that. Like I said, like I'll have people that I talk to. They're like, "Can you believe we box?" Now that I think it's things like that make boxing look like a joke,
Like a clown show.
circus.
Yeah.
For the fact that you're fighting a 70-year-old fucking or 60-year-old man, and this dude's what 25, 26, something like that.
Yeah.
roided out, fucking on some shit.
I think would have made
And
it
it
look like a
counts.
joke if Canelo would have taken that fight to
you
fight.
almost cried when we talked about
Yeah,
it.
I was glad it didn't happen, man. But if he would have fought Jake Paul, that would have gave him some.
Yeah.
It
Look,
was just. It would have been bullshit. It would have been a bad look.
you want to see a good fight? Put up Jake Paul and Triple G. Let Triple G come back. He hasn't fought what 3 years, 2 years,
No, I think it's been about 3.
about 3.
Yeah.
Let him come back 3 years, 2 rounds tops, and that's with Triple G warming up.
Yeah, Triple G
He'll
will
fucking kill
dog
him.
walk him too.
He'll fucking kill him.
Triple G will dog walk him too.
But
Yeah.
that at least you have somebody who's got a name. You got somebody who hasn't been fighting, who hasn't been as active. Who knows? I'm sure he's keeping busy.
yeah,
But I think that would make money, and then it finally just shut.
Yeah,
this
but
dude
he's
the
doing
fuck
bigger
up.
things now. Triple G's.
he's in charge of World
Yeah,
World
he's
Boxing
gonna bring
Association.
boxing back.
Yeah, he's
Amateur boxing.
actually helping the boxing get back in the Olympics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I know his whole background was he was
Amateurs.
400 fights as an amateur, some shit like that, something
like that.
ridiculous.
It was something crazy like that.
So he's all about that amateur life
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you've got to bring these dudes up right, and I mean, because a
Ivy had
boxer
over 100 fights herself.
in the amateurs.
Yeah.
What
almost
was
100.
your overall record?
I think I had like maybe 20 losses and the rest
Okay.
were wins. But yeah.
Anyone were anyone by knockout?
No.
And-
Not by knockout. I mean, I've like
She's
stopped
got
the-
TKOs, but
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Okay.
it's hard in amateur boxing to get knockouts
Okay.
because of the way they make the gloves. The gloves are very.
What are you walking in with? What weight? What ounce gloves? Are they
10.
12s?
No, they're
No,
10.
10s.
They're 10s?
They're
Okay.
10s, yeah.
Okay.
And they're not just that, but the way that they're designed. They're designed to put all the padding in the front.
Yeah.
And like at an oval shape, so way to help eliminate knockouts. They don't want knockouts.
So you can't walk in with no
amateur
Reyes gloves?
boxing. No.
You can't walk in with Reyes?
The horsehair.
No, you can't.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, they provide all that.
Yeah, they
That's
provide
the
the
thing,
gloves.
yeah.
For that reason.
You still rock your headgear, right?
Yeah,
On
yeah,
the
you have to wear
amateurs?
you have to wear your headgear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, like you said, which is funny, which is just to prevent cuts. It's like, all right.
Did you avenge some of your losses? Like get back at these girls, the ones that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I think most of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them.
Good.
Yeah.
Have
good.
you ever been knocked out?
No, I've never been.
No?
I've never.
Have you ever been knocked down?
That's one thing I'm proud of. I've never been knocked out, or I've
Yeah.
never like where someone's giving me like a body shot and I go down.
Right.
I don't. Yeah, I've never.
What you're gonna do to me right now?
Knock on wood.
No,
She's never been dropped.
No, and the reason I asked is because I know as badass and as strong and as resilient as people are, a boxer's
Yeah.
mentality is very fragile. Once you get touched, that you start questioning shit.
The
And
psyche.
that's-
The psyche.
Yeah, the psyche is fucking. I mean, you'll see it with these great boxers. Once they get touched, it starts snowballing. That's why I was curious if that's ever, if that, you know, how often that happens when you're coming up, and if that's you know, if that inflates to the false security of it.
It's not just a lot. It's not just a knockout. It's just a loss in general.
Yeah.
Like it damages the psyche unless you're tough. You're a tough fighter. Then you
Right.
can come back.
Unless you're like Quirino from fucking Juarez, who lost every every fucking fight. He's like, yeah, I just love fucking.
Well,
I love the
after a while,
chingazos.
exactly.
I love chingazos. That's
Again,
it.
again, the mentally strong.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be tough. But like every fighter that takes a loss, you question. Well, why did I lose? What's that? And it's the job of your camp to get you
Right.
back on. Which she's got a great camp. So
Do you do anything as far as like mental work? Just as far as like any what is it, like yoga or any kind of anything to just like fucking help you focus, or is that
No,
not
I
part?
don't think I've really gotten to that point yet.
Like the
Maybe
meditation?
Yeah, I don't think so yet. But yeah, I think little things like the distractions, I feel like is what probably helps me
Mhm.
separate boxing from my like regular life.
Right.
Yeah. So like that. So whenever it comes to boxing, I'm always giving it 100% because I've
Yeah.
already had those little distractions and like little things like that.
And then hugging afterwards, like you've been throwing chingazos. That's
Yeah,
kind of
that-
she's on some Goku shit. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
man, fuck.
she's a female Goku. Yo.
Especially if I get fucked up, I'm like, damn, I gotta go hug this guy. And
It's easier to tell somebody when you whoop their ass, "Hey man, good shit."
yeah. But if
It's easier.
I'm on the
Yeah, if I'm
opposite
on the
end.
other side,
yeah, it's
I'm
kind of like,
you motherfucker.
"See, this motherfucker.
I got you.
Watch
right.
out for my eye, man.
I got you.
Respect. It's respect.
I got you.
There it
here.
is. I understand.
Yeah.
That's just hard.
Yeah, that's ballsy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Coach, do you think anything like that, like a meditation or like to get that Mamba mentality in people would help out?
Every fighter's different, but
Right.
yeah, I've had some fighters that even have gone to sports psychologists before.
Yeah.
Yeah, every fighter's different. I would say fighting is about 70% mental, 30% physical.
Right. Yeah.
You have some fighters that are sparring champions of the world.
Right.
You get them they can spar and they're great. The moment those bright lights hit,
Yeah, that shit goes.
everything goes out the window,
Yeah.
and their ass.
Yeah.
And then you have some that in sparring because they're always working on something, they're getting dog walked.
Right.
And you think, man, he's a pro, but then they get the bright lights on and it's
Yeah,
showtime.
It's legit.
Yeah, it's all about every fighter is different.
Right.
And I like me, for instance, me personally, I work with a lot of different fighters across, of course, boxing and
Right.
MMA, and I don't coach each one the same.
Yeah,
Everybody's different, so I have to find out. My thing is I find out the psyche of my fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do they have, and then from there, that's when we start working, not just the technique. You know, I have some really good fighters that we have to work on this. This is more of my job than the actual physical because
Right.
they're physically gifted.
Right,
It's
right.
just working on this and making sure this is
Keep him out of jail. and
Exactly.
shit.
Exactly. No, for real. Not just out of jail. Just
Well,
keep them in the fight. Like I have code words for certain of my fighters that that when they can't perform, like I'll say certain things, certain phrases just to get them in there. Like one of them I use is, "Who's the best here?" I am. Well, you need to show me you're the best because you're not fighting like it.
Right.
Okay. got you. One of my best friends, like my business partner DJ, I'll start asking him because his nickname is a Kukui. Who's a Kukui? I am. Well, then come on, you need to start dancing. You need to start dancing on him.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And it means I'm stuck in the mud. I need to start moving. Little phrases like that. Like I have that with everybody.
Right.
You know, even with like Kayla when I'm calling back, hey mama, who's the truth? I'm the
Right.
truth. Okay, well you need to show. You need to go do something. All right, let's go. Let's go. And
Yeah.
and like again, everybody's different. And
You
then
don't find that trigger.
I have some that I don't gotta do anything. Like my heavyweight Manny. Hey, why is this guy still standing?
Right.
I'm playing with my food coach. That's literally
Fucking asshole.
I literally I have a picture of me laughing in the corner, like laughing,
Yeah.
because I literally asked him. I was like, he should have been out by the second round. Why is he still standing? Oh, it's because I'm playing with my food coach. I'm trying to give everybody a show. I was like, I need him out by the third.
Yeah.
Touch the body, come up top. I need him out.
Yeah.
Okay, coach, I'll get him out.
Yeah,
And sure
'cause
enough, finished him that round.
But that's scary when you start playing with your food because any fucking
Yeah,
thing could
exactly.
happen.
especially at heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Manny's a bad boy.
Yeah, dude, one touch and woo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
any heavyweight can knock out.
Yeah, those
he's a character though. He's
Yeah.
a character. And that's one guy I don't have to worry because I'll be like, all right, Manny, you're sparring or whoever. All right, cool. Hey, Manny, we got a fight coming. Okay, whoever, don't matter. You choose. I don't care. Whatever you choose.
Damn.
Like that. I know he's
That's good.
ooh.
Is he pro?
Yeah, he made his pro debut the same day that
Oh,
my
so you
Ivy
all
did.
came
really?
out together. Look at
Yeah,
you.
yeah. She made a pro debut. Ivy was a co-main event of our promotion.
wow.
Yeah, Ivy was a co-main event. She sold the most tickets.
There you go.
I believe it.
No,
I believe it.
she had and then even then she only had like half her people there because there was a quinta that same night.
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry, because I got shit to do.
Yeah.
Your deal already paid for the tux. I can't fucking take it back. Shit.
But no, Ivy's.
What school do you go to?
Bel Air.
Oh,
Bel Air.
fucking Highlanders.
Oh, wow.
That's where my daughter graduated from, actually. So
Bel
yeah,
Air.
with her and my mom too, actually. So yeah, shout out to fucking Highlanders, dude, doing it big red, big red in the house. Hey, what was your walkout song?
También los mujeres pueden.
Damn,
By los what is it? Los tigres.
Los Tigres,
The Tigers, they Nordy.
the fucking Northern Tigers.
Northern Tigers.
Should have put us a Paquita. Now she passed out. Now she passed away, pobrecita. So what goes into that when you're coming out? Like, what do you? Is it like something you're just feeling at the moment? Is it something that like does that song have any meaning for you or?
Yeah, well, just the title of the song, women can.
Uh-huh.
So that's something I try to, put out a lot that women can do the same thing that guys could do,
Right.
or better. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's something I try to promote a lot.
Yeah.
Boxing.
That's good.
Try to make it big.
Let me ask you a question because I know this is. I don't know if I think we might have had this conversation when we were doing the pillow fight at the Sheepdog. I know we had it with Kayla. Well, I guess it's a little bit different now that with the person in office is. Before, it was cool or not cool, but it was accepted for somebody who's trans to go in and fight a man fighting a biological man fighting as a woman fighting against a woman. Would that hold you back or anyway, or would you not take a fight like that, or if something like that happens? Because I know there's been I know there's an MMA.
Fallon Fox.
Yes, and she just crushed the lady's
Yeah, she broke someone's
skull and
fucking
shit.
skull and shit.
Like, would you be down to take on whoever if it's of a genetically biological man fighting as a woman against you?
Me personally, I would take any fight, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I would, but I don't think it's right.
What if you
I
walk
don't
by
think
and they're
right,
peeing
but-
standing up? And then shit? Damn, man.
Like, do you think
Who am I
you're-
fighting? That dude right there.
the dude right there, the dude with the full goatee?
Yeah, man. Hold on, I got to
He
shave.
lined up nice.
I got to shave. Hold on.
Do you think your dad would have any reservation against it?
I don't know. Maybe he would.
Hell
Yeah.
He's
Dad's like, I'll go first.
I'm gonna fight him first.
But yeah, Ivy.
What about you, Coach? Is that
I wouldn't let it happen.
no?
No. I mean, I train females. I train males. I know the difference.
Right.
Biologically, it's unfair. It really
Yeah,
is unfair,
absolutely.
especially if the male has gone through puberty.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Like, and here's the thing: how many times do you hear of this? Men going to women's sports. It's very, very few. You have a woman going to a man's sport trying
Right.
to prove it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does that show you right there? That right there should be proof enough,
Right.
right? No, I wouldn't let it happen. No, ain't no way. If I only have boys, thank God.
Yeah.
Sorry, but if I were to have a daughter,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't. I would never. I wouldn't allow it. Like that's
No.
it's
Hell no.
It's not smart again, and most of these girls will do it because they do want to prove that they can.
Right, the challenge.
But nah, me as a promoter, I would never allow that happen. No.
So you wouldn't promote somebody like that on your card?
No.
All right.
No.
Dad,
I think they should have their own league. If that's the case,
that would be it. Yeah, but
let
it'll be
them
like
have
3
their-
people. It'll be like 3 fucking
But
fighters.
if that's the case, and
Fucking
that's
battle royale.
for equality and everything,
Right.
They should fight their own, like have their own league, against another
agree.
biologically man that's transition. That's cool.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not trying to discriminate against. If that's how you feel, that you feel like you're that, like it's a free country, you do whatever you want.
Right.
But they have a league like that. It's men's boxing.
But you know,
Just stay home.
But yeah.
Just stay home.
but yeah, nah, I'm
Different gear.
I'm not standing on that 10 toes down.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
no.
never understood how you could push.
It's dangerous.
I get it. Like in other sports, and that's even maybe like with the what was it, the swimmers and
No.
even at that.
But even
dude,
then,
but
No,
even then,
dude.
it's just
yeah,
it's,
but with this, when you can physically hurt somebody, that's just
you can
gotta-
literally do damage. Man.
Yeah, I believe in like I said, everybody do whatever they want to do, but
Yeah.
If they're gonna
I
play
mean-
ping pong, I'm cool with that. Like,
But even then,
some motherfuckers can hit, boy. Some motherfuckers can serve, boy. They got a third paddle. They got a third.
he dropped his paddle and he still made it over.
But yeah, no,
shit.
me personally, I wouldn't. And I know a lot of because she's on some Goku shit, so
Right.
she'd
Yeah,
be
she wants
down.
a challenge.
That's
She'd be
my
down.
ego talking.
Yeah.
I would, but no, I
Yeah.
don't think it's right.
Yeah.
No, it's
no,
not.
it
No.
shouldn't be.
Yeah,
It's
not.
dangerous.
It's
Yeah.
dangerous. It's not.
All right. So before we wrap it up, let me ask you, one each of you guys one quick question. Something that's been on my mind. I don't know if you have anything also.
No, go ahead.
Coach from Champ Camp. Where's the facility at?
11220 Rojas B12.
All right. If you guys want to put your kids, or if you guys want to get any kind of training, definitely hit up Coach Jackie. If Bruce Lee, who was my fucking hero,
I love Bruce.
if he were to actually fight, in the MMA, would he have a standing chance against anybody with his style
No.
at all?
Yeah, he would because he's got a puncher's chance and he's got a kicker's chance, right?
Right.
And he's probably the birth. He's the birth of MMA.
Right.
He was the first person to start combining styles and everything.
Yeah.
So would he have a chance? Of course, it's a fight. Anybody has a chance, right?
Right.
But he didn't know enough ground. He did not know enough ground game, and
Yeah.
so that's since UFC won.
Yeah.
What is dominated? Jiu-Jitsu was the one that dominated, and
Right.
then from there, then the wrestlers, and then now we have the Dagestani wrestlers. Wrestling is a very core to MMA.
right?
So because of that, I would say no. But he's still.
I cheered
he's
like
still-
crazy
hey,
for him.
hey, he's still a bad
He's
man,
still a
bro.
bad
He's still
motherfucker.
that was still a bad man.
He was like the original Batman. He fucking motherfucker was something
that's
else.
Kato.
Yeah. Oh, he was.
The
Yeah.
Green Hornet. All right, Poison. If you could create a fucking unstoppable boxer, what would that boxer look like? Footwork from who? Power from who? Defense from who? What would that look like?
Chin.
Oh, and chin, yeah. Whose footwork would you put on that boxer?
Footwork, probably Manny Pacquiao.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Manny Pacquiao.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Power?
Power. Ooh, it's because you know what? Canelo has good counter punches,
Right.
so
yeah.
those would destroy. But power. Damn. Probably, yeah. I'm probably gonna have to go with Canelo.
Canelo, okay.
Yeah.
Defense?
Oh wait, Canelo.
Canelo, okay.
Wait, let me
There you go.
think. Power. What's good power?
See,
Mike Tyson.
that's where I would jump in.
Yeah.
That's where you would jump in and be like, me.
Oh, that's
Me.
true. Me.
Me. I'll let you know right after the body fucking hit. And then the chin. Whose chin would you put on there?
Chin. Guys, help me out.
Anybody.
Who took-
Well,
who-
Canelo has a good chin too.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
Canelo and Triple G
He-
both have good chins.
He took Triple G's punch and
Yeah,
Yeah,
did not
Triple,
get
yeah.
and Triple G took his. I would
Yeah,
say
he
either
did.
one. You can't go wrong with Canelo or Triple G. I don't think they've ever been phased.
No. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, probably either one of them.
Coach, would you change anything on that?
I changed the whole thing, the whole list.
All right, whose footwork would you put?
Lomachenko.
That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Lomachenko has
Matrix.
probably the best,
Dude, that
has some of the best
motherfucker,
footwork
dude.
I've ever seen.
You never know where the fuck he's
Yeah,
at.
his footwork was amazing.
Dude, his defense, you're going to go Mayweather.
The defense,
Yeah,
Mayweather.
Mayweather.
He's the most. For me, he's the most defensive. He's the greatest defensive fighter of all time.
Yeah? Okay.
And then I see because this pops up on my TikTok a lot. So I've actually made these things. Chin, I take Triple G's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take Triple G's chin. I don't think he's ever been rocked.
He's a fucked up.
Huh, Chavez? Oh, Chavez too. But
Chavez had a
Chavez,
good
but towards the end though.
Yeah, he
towards
got
the end,
rocked.
he started getting rocked.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
That was after his 150th fight and
Yeah,
shit.
but you
This
look-
dude was 89-0.
okay, but look at that's I understand that. But look at but
Yeah.
okay, but look at did you ever see Triple G go down even towards the later age?
Nah.
He had 400 amateur fights.
Yeah.
It's
You see, but at the same time, you have the argument that everybody always says with Chavez that he fought fucking taxi
fought
drivers
bums.
and shit like that.
Hey man, it's still a
But
fight.
I mean, a fight is
It's
a
still-
fight. Anything
fight's
could
a fight.
fucking
Bro.
happen.
I've gone to Mexico
Yeah.
with guys that are supposed to win,
Right.
and I've seen good people
Get
lose.
rocked.
I've not
Yeah.
seen them lose, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. Fight's
But
a
I mean,
fight.
also Chavez fought like fucking 20 times a fucking year.
Exactly.
Like,
So
every other
so-
week he was fighting,
Yeah.
which was fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
So for me, I take his chin. I take Triple G's, and then jab. I take Larry Holmes. I love Larry
Ooh.
Holmes jabs. I
Oh,
love his
That's
jabs.
a sick jab.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom. And then
The power, raw power.
raw power. It'd be either George Foreman or Tyson. But it's just
Yeah.
it's because Foreman. It's between there. It's a toss up. Either
Yeah.
depends how I feel the day. You know.
Yeah.
And then fight IQ. Floyd. Floyd had the best.
Yeah. I mean, since he had the speed for it. I
Yeah,
mean,
he
can't-
did. Oh, and speed.
He can't read, but.
Oh, speed. Yeah, he can't read.
He
He can't read to say.
I mean, when you're a multi-billionaire, I don't think you have
Yeah,
to.
you don't need to read. He knows how to write checks though.
Right? Give me a translator.
Spells his name right.
Speed. Who would I take for speed?
Fuck.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Mm.
Nah, Leonard. I take Leonard.
Yeah,
Take Sugar Ray Leonard.
Leonard was.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
But I mean, Floyd did have that. I mean,
Honestly, I think for me, my favorite fighter, and who I think is my favorite fighter of all time, would be Leonard. I think you put him in any era, including this new era, and I think he
yeah, he
competes.
transfers.
Yeah.
Because, I mean.
I'll take a sugar, but it's gonna be Robinson.
Robinson too. No,
Yeah.
that's
Robinson,
not. But you got to remember, we didn't really get to see Sugar until the end. Like
Yeah.
Robinson, we didn't get to see Rob. Well, we saw all Leonard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, because the one thing about Pretty Boy that I remember that will always stick in my mind when he fought Chico Corrales.
Diego.
Diego?
Yeah.
Dude. This dude got knocked out while he was punching, and he didn't even know he was
Oh,
knocked
man,
out.
I was going for Diego
when he was
too,
trying
bro.
to get up. I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
That's
But he had a lot of
rare
shit
to see
going
that.
on too, though. He
No,
was
no,
about
yeah,
to go
he
to
had a-
jail.
he had a rough life.
Yeah, he had a rough life.
He had a rough
He
life.
did
That was
have a
right
rough
before
life.
he passed, man.
Yeah.
Fucking. That was
No,
sad.
he went to jail, right?
Yeah, I mean, then fucking what's the name when when Sergio knocked out Sergio Martinez knocked out was it Paul Williams?
Oh shit!
Jesus
I
Christ.
forgot about that.
Christ.
I forgot about that one.
Jeez, like that motherfucker died, came back to life, and he was
Yeah.
still the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it's the beauty of boxing. Poison. If people want to reach out, if people want to find out what you're up to, what's going on next for you, where can they find any information about you?
Yeah, you guys could find me on Instagram at poisonivy_3_. And also we have a Facebook page called Nightmare Boxing.
Nightmare Boxing?
yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Any news or anything you want to put out for people that
Yeah, I'll be fighting April 26th in Odessa, Texas.
damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm in the middle of the
So-
fucking oil fields and shit.
Yeah.
You have your opponent already?
We're
No,
working
not
on
yet,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're working on
You're
that.
working on that? Yeah. We're gonna fucking fight somebody, dude. Take them out. What are you calling right now? What are your fights going right now? Are they 5 rounds, 4 rounds?
4 rounds.
They're 4 rounds.
Yeah.
All right, 3 minutes or 2?
2 minutes.
They're doing the 2. That's
Take
that's,
them out in
that's what you
2.
start at, right?
Take them out in 2.
Well, just in female boxing in general, they have to fight at 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sexist.
Yeah. and their championships are 10 rounds. Not
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, that's not fuck. We got to go back to the 15 rounds. That way they can fucking call it a day. If you're able to stand after 14, you fucking win, bro. Fuck it. That's fucking win. Coach, Champ Camp, talk to the people about it. Anything you want to put out there for anybody that's listening that wants to put their hands on in a glove for boxing or MMA.
Champ Camp, we have the most professional boxers that train out of El Paso in there.
Yeah.
We work with a lot of professional and amateur MMA fighters as well. Come hit us up. We can train all levels, beginners. You just want to be a hobbyist. We train all levels, not just me, Coach Crystal, Coach Johnny. We have a good team around us, right? And I would like to say Empire Promotions, the promotion company that I matchmake for.
All right.
We have our next MMA fight, March 29th in Las Cruces at the Pan American Center.
Damn.
Yeah.
Going big.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, any last words, guys? Either one of you guys before we call this a wrap?
No.
She's like, I have homework,
Guys,
guys.
shiny, right?
I have homework, guys.
No,
Full
thank
House
you
is about to
thank-
come on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah. No
Oh,
problem.
thank you for coming on.
I appreciate y'all coming out. You can go home right now, watch Cobra Kai or whatever.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's a good series,
Whatever the
man.
fuck you
That's a
guys
good
watch.
series, man.
Is it?
Probably
actually
straight to
is.
training.
Straight to
What it
training right
is,
now?
Yeah.
She's a savage. I'm telling you, she's on some Goku shit, bro. I'm telling you.
Damn. Well, I appreciate you guys. Nothing but best of luck for you. You have an open chair anytime you guys want to come. Both of you, anytime you guys want to come back here, talk to either the lovely sport of boxing or MMA, or just talk life, whatever you guys want. I wish nothing but the best for both of you. Till next time, guys. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.